Alright, gonna get another level of wizard in here. Didn't get any new gear. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, and before we get too far, let me adjust my Discord, so I'm not gonna spam everyone with Discord noise if I press the button. Okay. I think I'm just gonna turn on voice activity so I can still hear if somebody pops in. Alright. Oh. Let me get stream data up so I can see how many people are in here, if anybody does join. Alright. Okay, so quick look at the gear. Do have a headpiece that I could switch out. Several levels ahead. I might actually go ahead and do that before we start the run. It's not the right enchant that I want, but, being that's 16 levels ahead, does a little bit of something. Well, 16 levels if I give it the same level of enchants, which might as well. Ew. Doesn't match the rest of the set. Only going to give it a plus 10, so it'll get plus 5 if I get an imp that gets some love on it. Alright, and we're going to want to do Carnage and Celerity. Last run I did all of the enchants, but thinking about it, probably don't need all of them. It's still a bit expensive to get all the architect options here. But I will do Farsight. I'm going to still do Safe Corridors. Still going to do Chart Chaser. And Gentle Traps. Cost a little bit less that way. Alright. New game 8. Sounds good. Alright, right. Yeah, you can sort of see not getting any upgrades. Already hitting a little bit of a small damage wall. Not that big a deal. Will be made up for with gear. But being behind in levels in the early game is a big deal. In later games becomes less and less. Yeah, I still need to get that enchant for drinking a bunch from the well. So let me drink all those. Don't really need to open these at all since I only use epics at this point. But if it goes bad for long enough where I don't get any epics, I might revert to a blue. Probably not, though. What the epics offer are quite significant. Alright, probably going to do 2 runs, maybe 3 if I'm feeling up to it, before stopping for the night. going to get Wizard up to level New Game 12, I should say, before I'm going to switch to a different class again. Hopefully I'll find some epic pieces along the way. Right now I'm only going to be running epics for the pieces that I have that are way behind or don't have the right enchant. So that's going to be helm, chest, and back for now. Everything else is a 50-ish, which is just fine for where I'm sitting. All right. Now let's see if my eyes can pick up the secrets better today. Oh, I think they can. Maybe I just starting off lucky though. Don't really need to be stopping to pick up these small ones. Most of the resources are going to come from shady dealers. If I get lucky. Didn't get too many shady dealers recently, though. There's my problem. I'm not hitting my meteor button. That will help me do a little bit more damage. I know I was forgetting something. I'm not... I have more experience. There we go. That means less of Dark Halls, at the very least. I should be well ahead on experience, though. I imagine I'm probably going to cap out early quartz. Maybe earlier if I get enough items. Like I said, equipment doesn't matter, so I don't need to pick it up. And there's the other secret. Yeah, I have enough vitality that that little bit doesn't really bother me, just hanging out a little bit under for a bit. I'm still running the mana combo variant so that I get almost capped mana most of the time. Once I start getting enough speed, that won't be true anymore. Takes a while to hit the point where you're over that threshold. It does eventually happen, though. And Spell Mastery eventually is a trade you're willing to make, but it is not an efficient trade for damage. It's better to just not need to invest in focus most of the time. Alright. I wonder if it's going to be another day of me talking to myself. Hopefully the little bits of chatter do help give some insight, though. All these are terrible, but having more red mats never hurts, so I'll take the epic. All of these are trash. I'm going to do a rare reroll. I normally try to avoid that. And they're all good. But we'll choose the defensive option, because that's more important here. Because I'm still killing things reasonably quickly. That's going to change in armory, though, if I don't get some boosters in here. But I have a good feeling for the run. Oh, okay. Yeah, finding both secrets wasn't any difficulty this time around. That's good. Caves is always a bit of hit or miss for me. Yeah, I'll pick it up. On my higher level save, I almost never go after those crates, but At this stage of the game, they're a lot more significant. Well, I got the hardest totem for last. There we go. Let's see. Main hand. I have no real interest of finding a wand, but... Ooh. What happened there? Alright. Not sure what hit me that got me that low. Must have been the boar. I might need just... Well, shield wouldn't have even helped me from that. That must just be me being low on barrier. Like I said, if you get hit by a melee attack, you kind of deserve to get hit, so I kind of deserve to almost die there. Would have been a short way to end that run, though. Nice and funny. Alright, a little bit of extra padded health to keep that from happening again. I might just keep using a blue offhanded wand. Epic versions of them are out now, but I don't know if it's worth doing an epic to get one when it's literally just going to be a stat stick. Yeah, crit's more important, I think. None of the arcane items are super impressive with the change. But unless they really significantly affect stats that you're going to use, or fundamentally change how the weapon works, they're not going to be impressive. Being int-based means you have to divert away from getting dexterity, which is a huge boon for weapon builds. To have dexterity, that is, not to lack it. Which is why the short bow and dual daggers do well early game. And none of the wands have the same potential that a two-handed axe does that makes it worthwhile to dive into strength. Because strength, for a weapon build, is only slightly better than int. It provides some armor penetration, and that's about it, and not a good amount. That's right, I also re-rolled, so I do have a bit of Shadow Curse. Because I'm so close to the break-even point for armor, just that little bit of Shadow Curse is actually a lot of extra damage. So that explains a little bit more why I took so much damage from that boar earlier. Also, I'm just a bit under-geared. Oh, somebody with a bike outside. Hopefully that's not too bad for y'all. Don't even sure if you can hear that. Living near a thoroughfare is always fun. Alright. Yeah, that's the third level of the 5 I need because I went and got epics earlier. So, yeah, I'm going to be level capped fairly early. Okay, good trade, good trade. I like this trade more. Markham's Wand's not bad. By itself, it's not really worth it over the other option. Oh. Ooh. Positioning there. I failed. Good thing I have several potions. Okay, it's gonna bounce back after this one. Gotta love the game glitching on resources amounts. Oh, there, it fixed itself. Alright, that's everything on this map. Yeah, let's go south first, why not? Alright, got the full perk for the barrier regain, that's good. Very nice thing to have. The first one is the most important, the rest are just candy after that, but still useful. Hello, kitty cat. Oh, goodbye, kitty cat. Alright, there's the secret for this map. That's just equipment, don't even need to stop for it. Unlike this one. Alright, that's everything. No pyre this time around on Crypts 2, but, you know, it's about 50-50. Still getting rid of 6 there at the entrance. It's nice. It's a little bit tougher. Only minus 283 armor now. Thanks to that frost shell. No pyre, but there is another shadow shop. Let's see. Anything good? I'll take that. Yeah, just that. Gonna play it safe. Being constantly casting helps ensure that you stay capped off on barriers, even if there's nothing around. Barriers are a huge amount of your mitigation as a wizard. I just picked an extra Shadow Curse there because I am great at dodging. Right, there's the secret. Well, Dragon's Club's not bad if I can get some of the other pieces. By itself, it's actually very trash. 25% crit damage is a laughably low amount. But in fact, that's one of the best spell casting sets there is, you know. Helps make up for it being shit by itself. Ooh, protective charm is very good. Oh, there's a secret for the map. Oh, those are kind of bad, but stun's not useless. Still not using a shield yet. Run would definitely be a lot safer if I did. A little bit slower because obviously damage. But that is something I'm going to very much need to be consider switching to within the next couple of new games. It's probably going to end up being after I finish this rotation on Wizard. Once I get to New Game 12. Oh. There is a resource crate. And since I haven't got any shady dealers, I'm going to just go ahead and take it. It's just to keep enough resources up for future runs. But there's a trader and a shadow dealer over there. And again, another war without pyre, which kind of sucks, but I didn't spec into more pyres, so I get what's coming to me. That's the only one I want. Yeah, I'll do the resource trade. I was very tempted to go for the Dragon's Heart. Not getting drums of battle here is starting to hurt. I mean, it's doing fine for my mana. My mana is like, barely going down. But it's basically doubling your DPS when you get that trinket. It was keeping me out of combo at the beginning, but now I've gotten in combo, I think I can maintain it for a little bit. Which I think I actually got combo from getting hit, not from actually truly earning it. Which again is why Vengeful is such a good chest enchant for the legendary. Hi again, kitty cat. Tell me your woes. Oh yeah. Yeah, with barrier, I'm not feeling too bad about not having a shield. If this barrier were to drop at any point, though, I'd be regretting it. Thankfully, I cast quick enough that it should pretty much be up all the time. There's the other secret. Just experience, but I'm almost level capped anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then I get more experience. Alright, let's head out of here. not going to be bothering that trap I just experienced, but there is one of the secrets right below me. Aha, I said below me. Alright, that's 2 dragon pieces. That one, I guess. Both those trinkets are equally bad. Theoretically, the torch should do something. But the amount is so negligible, it's literally about the same as a trinket that does literally nothing for my build. Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm still in the level ranges where every 10 levels I get a bonus. So that's nice. I got 3 more int for all my classes now. Yeah, that will stop at new game 17. So I'm still several levels away from that. Oh, good. So attack speed increase, can definitely use that. Or cooldown, which is essentially the same thing. Alright, was that out of Shadow Curse? That is out of Shadow Curse. Alright, how pretty am I sitting armor-wise? Only minus 42! Nice, not bad. If I get an armor trinket, I could get into the positives. Oh, be careful, kitty cat. Making a big jump. I don't actually need to kill anything else, so as long as I'm playing it safe, I can pretty much just collect things and head towards the exit. Without Shadow Curse, don't need any of those, so I think I'm good. Oh no, not the out of mana sound. I hate that sound. Alright, not gonna waste a potion because they're almost dead already. Just have to suffer through it for a bit. Oh, there we go. Epic chest. Alright, I'll be running that one. Because mine is several levels out of date. All these are terrible. I guess I'll go with Symbol of Deflection. Oh, we got a treasury. Alright. Now I'll go pick up this resource cache. It said pick up and then avoid every single piece it dropped. Alright. Is there anything over here? Nah, I'm not going to try this chest with people still attacking me. Could probably do it. I'm going to just play it safe. I will avoid having people in front of and behind me real quick. In the narrow hallway, that is a dangerous situation. Alright, only thing I think down here that I need to pick up is the secret. The perk, and I think that's it. I need to pick up those followers, don't I? Alright, let's see. Let's look at this map. What do I need? South? And chest over here, okay. And I need to figure out where the secret is as well. Hate picking these guys up, but I still need the achievement on this account, so I'm gonna do it. And then just complain about every time they mess something up for me. Maybe I can kill them off quick if I pull too many things. I'm currently not immune to silence, so I do need to be careful about that because I switched to a different helm that doesn't have loud, because it's very many levels ahead. Ooh. Did not mean to grab that shadow curse. Thankfully there's a pyre right up here. I can get rid of what I mistakenly grabbed. Resource tracker is really not liking these numbers. You've seen it jump to the middle of the screen. Not sure if that's catching on stream. Sometimes it just gets finicky like that. Don't know why. that was almost bad. Did not realize I would get stuck on that candelabra, not a chandelier. Completely different things. Both dealing with candles. There's a secret up here? No, it's not. Alright. Up there's the secret. Alright. Over to the right side. If viewers didn't catch that. Alright, that's everything I need to pick up on this map. So, off the snakes. Let's see if I can get a combo going. Yes, that will help me with mana significantly. Along with these ads also dropping mana crystals, because I have that item. I shouldn't have a mana problem till Avatar. And I'll make do with 5 potions. Alright. I think I do need to play a bit safe. So I'm at like 20% health. I'm not at a stage of the game where these will one-shot me, but it's... You know... Don't want to waste an hour of a run on 5 seconds of being dumb. Again, lots of main hand equipments. I hope that luck keeps up when I'm closer to the level I'm planning on switching at. Because I'd like to try to do sword and board on a warrior. Alright. I might go back for that shop. Depends on how pressure I feel here, but I think I should be fine. Yeah. Thankfully, Magic Missiles is one of the builds that's really good at getting rid of wisps. Still, if I don't need the experience, you might as well skip them. That's gonna be very useful for the boss. More damage or more armor? More damage. Alright. going to be hearing a lot of that ugly out of mana noise. Pick up the drums will help my DPS, but I don't think 5 pushes are going to be enough to get completely whittled down. But I should get Nova to get some back here. Ooh. Yeah, thank goodness. I'm a well enough level that a mistake like that doesn't actually mean anything. If I did that on a higher level, because I wasn't paying attention, that would mean I'm starting a new run. I was just over here looking at the chat, seeing if anybody posted anything. Did it again. Thankfully, the easy game, or early game, is easy game. There's no consequences for just messing up a little bit. Alright. Well, that's the new game 8 run. Gonna take a quick moment to break here, and gonna end the stream after, or end the recording, not the stream. I'm gonna take a step away after looking at the statistics. Give some kitty cat some treats, and then I'll be back. Yeah, nice short 45-minute run. Alright. Be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. Let's go ahead and gear up for our next run. Alright, that's not worth upgrading. Let's go ahead and take stars and stats. A little bit more focused. Just keep putting in a little bit at a time. Alright, I think I got most of the blue ones. Scroll Swiftness is one I still want. Crest of Victory, because why not? Ring Resistance is good. Crest of Triumph is okay. I might be at the total amount gear pieces I want to invest in. Yep. Got all those. So all my stars now are going to be going to shields, even though I'm not using shields yet. All right. Offhand equipment and main hand equipment. Let's see. These are... Anything I get here, wand-wise, is going to be worthwhile. Or tome-wise. And they are starting to get a few levels behind. Yeah, I'll go for this. Just gonna make this a nice quick run, though. Yeah, I'll get experience. Why not? Every experience I get here is something I don't have to get on my next run. It means I can just skip dark halls and a lot of courts like I did on the last run. Markham's stone does not count for ore, by the way. Don't know if anybody thought about that too much. I feel like it kind of should, because the chance of even finding it during one of these runs isn't super great. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not... The runs are generally a lot shorter, so you're a lot less likely to. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this vid, a separate vid from... Oh, these are all bad. The actual run. A lot of people don't think care to see these, but, you know, doesn't hurt to have them. Normally I'd just be doing them very sporadically, so I haven't bothered to record them, but You know, maybe people want to see the epic maps as you level up. Alright. Sure, I'll pick up... I'll stack this experience, why not? These missions are not generally very hard. The hardest being Crypt. Easiest being Spiders. So I don't feel particularly threatened to need to pick the optimal picks here. On higher level characters, I often just completely skip picking up anything. Don't have that much confidence on a new game 8 character, though. Especially one that is not immune to being silenced at the moment. I don't think these guys can silence, they can only disarm, if I remember correctly. Not gonna find out, though. Not by choice. A big helpful thing is letting Meteor do a lot of the cleanup work with large packs as things start to get a little bit more difficult in the early game. Eventually he'll fall off where Meteor's useless again, but for the early game it is very good at single target and multi-target damage. It's one of the reasons I suggest switching to Transmutation so late. It's because Transmutation does not have that same bulk clearing capacity. You need to be able to just take out a bunch of guys quickly individually instead of as a group. Which needs more stats. Ooh, Drums of Battle, that's gonna help with burst potential on the boss. It's also gonna help me go out of mana very quickly. Alright, last floor, make it good. 100% experience, why not? Give me that big boss XP. Speaking of big boss XP. Alright. As long as I keep barrier up, nothing should be a threat here. Oh, lucky level means I don't have to use a potion. That 100% experience paid off. Not really, because it's in the fight anyway, but... Alright. I guess I will go with the Fire Wand. I could try to go trans... No, I'm not going to do that. It is too early for transmutation. Yeah, so I'm just going to pick the wand here. And when I get closer to 75, I probably will pick a short sword. I'm only using it for a stat stick. I will never once fire it, so a lot of it is wasted. But it's still a higher level than what I have, so... let's see, what does it currently have? Weapon and fire damage on it. Okay. Gonna get it to up to 10, so that any imps that are gracious enough to give me free levels will give me 10 to 15. I'm gonna change the fire to deadly and the precision to... I think we're still too low level for sundering. Destruction. Sundering is better choices on some bosses, but on the majority of trash, it's not going to be worth anything at all. All right. Let's see, got a level. Let's put some more in focus for now. While we're here, let's go check our offhands. And then I guess the chess piece. All right. Alright, what does the obelisk say? It says more experience gain. Alright. Who am I to argue? More jumps? Yes, please. I missed picking that up, but it's not even worth the time of day to turn around to pick it up. That's fine. For that equipment. Barrier, yes please. Alright, that's everything for this floor that I care about. Yeah, 460 gold. For 26 gold, I should say. Not worth it. Not worth the time of day. Ooh, another level. Both the speed and the armor were helpful there, enchants there, but I went with the armor because it means I don't have to worry about getting fire armor in the future, because they are mutually exclusive. Ow. Don't die. That'll be bad. I don't feel like I should be out of dashes, but I guess I am. Alright. I was using them a little bit too willy-nilly. Got used to the infinite dashes from the Scroll of Swiftness in the last run I was doing. You take a chill pill and realize I don't always have that. Yeah, I was thinking I might want to blow up the bell on the way back there, but honestly, I'm going to face less ghosts just running away from them and leaving this floor. Let me not stop in the middle of the trap while I look at the map. Ways not to die. The only one worth anything there was the Alchemist Flask. Not so much for the health generally, but more so for the mana refills. So that is a large portion of this early game, is making sure you can still cast stuff. Oh, trader. Let's see, anything good? Close enough. Oh, got achievement. One more attribute to spend. Do I care enough about a green? It isn't a particularly hard trap. Yeah, let's go do it. Not a hard trap, and then I almost get myself PK'd. Alright. Oh, Ring of Mana will be helpful. In combination, give me 10% more regen. Oh, please be damage, Mono. Please be damage. That would be great. Movement speed. It could be worse. Could be gold. All right. None of the prefixes on the books matter, and none of the books particularly matter. If they do have a fire book, they don't. Okay. I was gonna say I could take it for sorcerer. Nope. Okay. Alright. Powerful's not a bad option, but I'm still going to go for deadly. And destruction. Sundering becomes better at higher levels, but at low levels things don't have enough armor for it to actually be good in general. Some of the guys will, but most of them won't. Alright, and the only other piece... Well, let me look. How bad were my hands? 100 or level 50? So 10 level upgrade. Not even. Okay, just chest piece then. And back to the runs. Alright, and now the easiest one. And I'll die. Watch that. Now, hubris always has a way of biting you in the ass. Evasion's bad, but it was better than those options. experience by... no. I could do more experience, but I'm already well ahead of the curve for the next run. Alright, gonna go north after this, because it looks like the exit's to the left. The pan flute actually kind of sucks on its own, because it ungroups guys, which is the exact opposite of what you want. But the fact that the set bonus for the instruments is so good, it's still pretty much an auto pick. Unless, like, drums or something else incredibly good is an option. Oh, right. Nothing worthwhile from that pick. Skull Talisman is incredible for one build, Poison Rogue, and that's about it. Nothing else really has the same rate of fire. Maybe Sorcerer, but Sorcerer has a lot of other stuff going for it. Early game. Oh, and there we go. Got the drums that made the flute pick earlier worthwhile. I could get more spell cooldown, but at this rate it's less of a perk that I want because I'm already going to be running into mana issues with just the drums. Not heavy mana issues, but enough that I have to actually use potion management. And jumps is just one that you'll always get above that anyway. Jumps is your most important offensive perk. I won't say perk altogether because the defensive barriers are also pretty big. For both Frost Shell and getting the barriers back on spellcast, whatever that's called. There we go. Picking up all of this stuff is actually probably overkill, but better safe than sorry. Protective warding, that's what it's called. I'm never going to remember that. Alright. That looks like all of the ore that I can find on the map. So let's go and just make work of this joke of a boss. Okay. Doesn't even want to fight me. He knows. Or I guess she knows if there's all these eggs. I'm going to work to try to avoid some of these hits. Doesn't particularly matter, though. They would not do very much damage even if they hit. Vengeful! Alright, that's the one I wanted to see. Good, good, good. Shielding is okay at very low levels, but Vengeful is going to be the one that you want, generally. Getting in combo and staying in combo increases your clear time fantastically. Alright, how big of a level upgrade is this? Going from 56 to 70 once I upgrade it. Yeah. Big ol' boost. Alright, well that's the last one for the runs for the epic items. Gonna go up these real quick and get the actual run started. I could keep insightful. But I'm not going to. Hail and speed. No. Sorry, celerity. Speed is for weapons. Right. No, I'm gonna keep the book. I just got the book. All right. All right. So this is what I'm working with. To new game 9. Is that too bad? No, I have enough resources for it. That's fine. Cool beans. I'm going to get the experience well ahead of time, but none of the other options there were worth it at all. Let's see. Yes, this is a trinket. So I'm going to pick this up. Alright, got the first level of protective warding already. That's the most important one, like I said, cherry on top for everything else. Just need Frost Shell, and I got all the major enchants at least one level in. Alright, there's the first secret. There's the second secret. Oh, don't need that one. That's not that much stone. It's really not. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it. If it was a less important thing, I'd go for it, but that's a key piece to the build. Alright, I already got both secrets, so I don't need to be looking for anything. Let's see, experience over there. Don't need to go left. Perk. It's right by the exit. Okay. Alright, got the second jump. I'll take an additional bullet too. Very useful. So each magic missile casting has 12 hits now, basically, so... going to be good for clearing groups more. There's one secret. Don't need it, but need to kill the guys. Anything down there? No, nothing down there. Nothing over there. There's the second secret. Alrighty. Let's make quick work of Totem. Combo? Yeah, combo. Oh, it's going to be too slow for combo for a second. Yeah, this is one of the guys that Armor Pen would have been useful on, but crit is still useful to some extent. More crit for now. It's tough when it only gives you gold. All those were very, very good perks to pick from. I'll take that a little bit of wood. Because the iron pickaxe is not doing me anything. It scales additively with your new game bonus that you get as well, so anything that boosts your money or stone find or wood find or iron find just becomes garbage almost immediately. I did not spend all of my potions. Do I want to waste the time to run back over there? Not really. The achievement will come anyway, eventually. Oh. Don't care about the weapon speed part of that at all, so it's basically the same thing as the gray item for spell builds, but the gray item is still great. Because movement speed is a fantastic stat, regardless of what your build is. Dual daggers might disagree, but dual daggers are a weird build. I don't like dual daggers. There's a secret. Just equipment over there, don't need to care. Oh, drums of battle. I already picked up the flute, so I should be attacking really fast. Missed the potions again, but that's fine. Alright, let's get combo so I don't burn out my mana here. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can spot the secret on this map easily. I almost alternated that pattern so I would hit every single one of those arrows. That might have been bad. I would have done that. Alright. More wood. Sure, I'll take it. See what there is. A shadow rift up here. Let me see if I need to get rid of any shadow curse after this. Oh, these are so bad. But they're blue. Should I take one just to get it out of the pool? Sure. And then I'll clean up all the shadow removal items on the map. I really do need to be taking the cursed items for the achievement. I forgot about that earlier. But I can start doing it now. Honestly, it's less important to take them now than it used to be because you can get them in Shadow Chest as well. Previously, the Shadow Rifts used to be the only place you could get them. But still, the more achievements you do, the more ability points and skill points you have, and you know, the easier it gets to have your build set up the way you want. The shades are worth 0 experience, so I never feel like you need to stick around to kill them. This is the exit, so I don't need to be here yet, but might as well get this while I'm here. Yeah, very deterministic pattern. Just always start and end on the ups when the ups are clear. That's just the easiest thing to remember on that trap. Alright. All garbage. Nothing down here it looks like, but I'll get the experience, because why not? Almost fully leveled. Bird to trade with for more achievement progress. Oh, no, I'm going to gain that experience for the level even quicker now. Ugh. Worst trinket in the game. All the things I hate about followers, except they respawn. Don't really need to pick up this resource crate, but yeah, get an extra elixir. Why not? I'm not seeing having picked up the secret. Which means it's still out there. Somewhere. Here that I did, I'm just missing it on the map because my eyes are blind. This is one of the worst maps. It's in caves. I always miss them. Oh, never mind. There it is. Alright. Not a bad one for low-level games. Basically, the inspiration behind the shielding epic enchant, you know, it being on a trinket is more valuable than it being on an important piece of gear. Yeah, already leveled. Don't need to pick up any of those. Alright. Already being leveled by here means I can do a bunch of skipping. Yeah, more wood, please. Rings of Recovery. Crest is the best option. Alright, pick up some of that. Keep my eye out for secrets. use Meteor to bulk kill those guys. This trap's always the same on the spots that aren't fire. Oh. You know, if I walk around like a drunk, though, I'm still going to hit him anyway. Cool. Alright, that's all the visible things on the map, so now I just need to find the secrets. I probably walked by one or two. Yep, there was one here. Oh, there's two here. Both of them aren't worth picking up, but we'll duck in here to kill the guys. Okay, one of them is by the exit. Let me go ahead and get that now. Oh, Crest of Victory. More boss damage at this stage of the game never hurts. Oh, there's the other secret. Makes my life nice and easy. Now I don't need to look for them, and I can just look at the map to see what I need to get. Ooh, spicy. Taking a little bit more damage than I thought. That's because I probably run out of barrier. So let me just play it a bit safe for a second. When did I pick up Shadow Curse? I really must not have been paying attention. Yeah, just use that. Oh, yeah, it was from the rift earlier. Dirt. Let me get rid of that. And then damage will probably be about what I expect. I'm very close to the armor being net zero, so the damage that Shadow Curse adds is at its peak. Because going from 0 to negative, it's like a significant jump. Alright. But I know I'm on a floor with a fountain, so not too concerned about using potions. The second levels always have fountains on them. Forest 1 and 2 have fountains. And Dark Halls sometimes has a fountain, along with the temple. It is not, except for Dark Halls, it is not randomly generated on whether or not there will be a fountain. If that is something that trying to figure out if you're going to have one coming up has been a thing we've had to think about. It's very deterministic. In fact, completely deterministic. Just experience over to the right. I don't need that at all. Don't really need this, but I'll stop in. Why not? Get another elixir. Yeah, I saw I did not have to worry about Shadow Curse because I can just get rid of it here. Alright. The convenient thing of leveling early. Get to skip a whole bunch of mobs. secret here is to just stay in medium engagement range and circle strafe, and you're pretty much fine. Just don't step in the things that look like they hurt. Eventually you can just ignore all the boss mechanics, but until then this is actually, I think, one of the tougher bosses. Not saying much though. None of the bosses are particularly challenging. Alright, I'm going to run myself out of mana with that additional cast speed upgrade. Oh, there's a secret already. That's going to be nice and convenient. I'll reroll. Yeah, I'll take that instead. I'll use a potion. Might as well. So I don't need to hear that clicking. I don't expect any surprises along this way of damage spikes. It hasn't got to the point where archers are the devil. Is that 3 pieces of dragon? That might be. Nope, only 2. Okay. If I get one more, it's going to be a significant bump in damage. No. The reason I upgraded to only level 10 right there was because I got a free 5 levels now. If you upgrade to 15, he will not take you from 15 to 20. He will only take you from anything below 15. Not sure if that's an oversight or if that's just an intended difference between the blue and epic enchants. The rare and epic. But we got free levels, so now when we get back to town, I might just fully upgrade it the rest of the way. Because that will give me some extra points of armor and vitality, which are both very useful at this stage of the game. Armor increasingly less so, but vitality never stops being good. I need to make a configuration change because apparently I'm just eating my meteor. I have to focus on it a bit more, but honestly, it's not a big deal. It's a very... It's more of a timed ability. It should be anyway, but... Once you get certain cast speeds, you can have spells clip each other like that. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm full clearing. I do not need to be doing this. I got distracted when I noticed my meteors weren't going off correctly. So let me get back to just clearing stuff that's dangerous. Alright, I already got the secret. Alright, that's everything I need on this map. Oh, there's a secret. Almost just left it behind. This used to feel a lot more dangerous. Epic items have helped a lot for low-level gameplay. Anything useful here? No, no. Yeah. Just clearing my Shadow Curse to make that last little run in Dark Halls be easier. Probably not stopping anything along the way, unless I get an easy-to-grab trader. One away. Ah, darn. Did I get... Nope, I'm both one away from Divine set and the Dragon set. Sad, sad times. I even got the hard part of the Dragon set, which is what makes it sadder. Let me go just see what this perk would have been. Stun chance, yeah. Nothing left that can be stunned, but yeah. Alright. More main-hand equipment. Woo! Two-hand equipment. Alright. I wish I would stop getting weapons and get more gear pieces, but that's fine. Alright. That's, I think, all I'm doing for today. I'll put these up on the Zeros to Heroes shortly. But yeah. Hope people watching had fun, even though nobody's really talking in chat. But otherwise, have a great night. Godspeed.